Thank you for finding 7 Degrees North. Please share, subscribe, and add. We'd certainly appreciate it. Norway lifts COVID-19 restrictions after 561 days. Norway has reopened society, its government says, ending its COVID-19 restrictions that have limited social interactions and hobbled many businesses. The Nordic nation joins a small but growing number of countries, including Denmark and Britain, which have removed all domestic restrictions that limited the spread of COVID-19. It is 561 days since we introduced the toughest measures in Norway in peacetime. Now the time has come to return to a normal daily life, Prime Minister Erna Solberg told a news conference. Restrictions ended at 4 p.m. local time on Saturday, Ms. Solberg said. The decision to no longer require social distancing will allow culture and sport venues to utilize their full capacity rather than just a portion of seats while restaurants can fill up and nightclubs reopen. Key points: culture and sports venues will be able to utilize their full capacity. As many as 76% of Norwegians have received their first dose of COVID-19 vaccine. Meanwhile, 67% have been fully immunized against the virus. Ms. Solberg had so far implemented the first 3 stages of a 4-step plan to remove social and economic restrictions imposed since March of last year, but the final step was postponed several times and worries over rising infection rates. In short, we can now live as normal, Ms. Solberg said. Some 76% of all Norwegians have now received at least 1 dose of a COVID-19 vaccine, while 67% of the population is fully vaccinated, according to the country's Institute of Public Health. Even though everyday life is now back to normal for most people, the pandemic is not over. People will still get sick, and therefore it is important that everyone gets vaccinated, Ms. Solberg said. The Prime Minister warned, however, that those who contract COVID-19 after the restrictions lift must still go into isolation to avoid spreading the virus. Travel restrictions will also be relaxed, and the government will no longer advise against traveling outside of Europe. Some restrictions will still apply to those arriving from countries considered to have high rates of infection, the government said. Some restrictions will still apply to those arriving from countries considered to have high rates of infection, the government said. Ms. Solberg thanked the different government agencies involved in the response as well as the general public. I want to say thank you very much, Norway, she said. Before you go, do not forget to add, subscribe, like, and share. We appreciate it.